Mr. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison, you can't have an abortion.
Don't you tell me what I can and can't do with my body.
You're physically unable to have an abortion because you can't get pregnant.
But I missed my period.
You can't have periods either.
But I paid $5,000 to be a woman. This would mean I'm not really a woman. I'm just a guy with a mutilated penis.
Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm surprised. I mean, maybe I'm sleeping on a rock. Somebody said in one of my videos, they said, Brandon act like he just found out about South Park. I've been watching South Park since I was a kid. However, I feel like I haven't been watching TV at all for a while because I don't find any value in wasting my time watching TV. However, I feel like the more I become involved in politics, the more that this is relevant. I can't believe that they haven't canceled South Park yet. I cannot believe. How could they get away with making a video like this? Now, I love it because I think this is the epitome of the stupidity that we're dealing with today. This like, when y'all watch this, y'all gonna find it to be funny. There are people literally, as we speak, that are biological men that are saying that they can have children, they have menstrual cycles. I mean, you would think this could only be limited to a cartoon, but people do this in real life. All right, don't listen to me. Watch the clip.
You here for an abortion too? Yeah, I discovered a few days ago I wasn't bleeding out my coos, so I guess I'm knocked up. Is this doctor any good?
Mrs. Garrison?
Oh, that's me. Hello, doctor. Looks like I need an abortion.
An abortion?
Yeah, I've got one growing inside me. Now, you're going to scramble its brains or just vacuum it out? If you want, you can just scramble it and I'll queef it out myself.
Mr. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison, you can't have an abortion.
Don't you tell me what I can and can't do with my body. A woman has a right to choose.
No, I mean you're physically unable to have an abortion because you can't get pregnant.
But I missed my period.
You can't have periods either. You had a sex change, Mr. Garrison, but you don't have ovaries or a womb. You don't produce eggs.
You mean I'll never know what it feels like to have a baby growing inside me and then scramble its brains and vacuum it out?
That's right.
But I paid $5,000 to be a woman. This would mean I'm not really a woman. I'm just a guy with a mutilated penis.
Basically, yes.
Oh boy, do I feel like a jackass.
Speaking of Planned Parenthood, I have to tell you guys about a nonprofit organization that thwarts Planned Parenthood and give women the choice and give them information so they can make the best choice for them, especially the women who are found in an unplanned pregnancy. But I want you guys to know that I'm going to be the keynote speaker of this year's main event. It's on in April the 21st, which is the day before my birthday in San Diego, California. The resort that we're staying in is off the doggone chain. There's a limited amount of tickets starting at $150. You gotta go, have to support this organization. There's so many guest speakers that are going to be there. It's going to be a tremendous opportunity to raise money for Save the Storks and the Stork Bus. Let me just explain Stork Bus real quick. The Stork Bus, they pull up in front of these Planned Parenthoods and they give young women an opportunity. Before they go in there and terminate pregnancy, they can go into the Stork Bus, they get an ultrasound for free, and they get information and guidance in order to make the best decision for them and their baby. Also, it's not just the decision-making, it's after the decision-making. Save the Storks support women after they've made the decision to either keep the baby or give the baby up for adoption. So go to SaveTheStorks.org and become a monthly partner for $35 a month. Now let's get back to the regular program. All right. I can't believe that this is on the television. But think about it. Think about it. There are clips of biological men with a wig on and a nose ring saying that they really have cramps and people should be ashamed of them, should be ashamed of themselves for not acknowledging the fact that they still have cramps like a real girl. And I'm telling you, as sure as I'm sitting here, I'm glad that they pointed out how these abortions are being performed. Scramble his brains or rip him out piece by piece. This is what an abortion looked like. And I'm glad that South Park exposed that, because people just act like, I don't know, they act like the baby is put to sleep and he just pull it out. No, that's not how it happened. They have to rip the baby out of the woman. Or they give them one of these, what they call it, the abortion pills. And then they go home and the baby falls out into the toilet. And the woman is hemorrhaging. And some of them are bleeding out in the bathroom with such a traumatic experience in their own home with nobody there to help you. Nobody there to comfort you, help you, nothing. And for the rest of the time you live in that place, you're going to remember that traumatizing scenario that you had in the bathroom. Completely traumatizing. And I think it's sickening that a society like us to be so progressive, or I wouldn't even say progressive, because now they've hijacked the word and progressive is a bad word. But for us to be so, I guess, advanced as a society that we're still believing barbaric things and doing barbaric things to our children. And so I'm glad that South Park is pointing this stuff out, because it's asinine that we live in a time where you would think that this was a complete, crazy, nonsensical skit, but this is actually people. I would argue that people have gone into an OBGYN or gone into Planned Parenthood and attempted it. It's got to be at least one person that did it exactly what he did. Anyway, like and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Make sure you watch another video. And also, I want you to go to SaveTheStorks.org and become a monthly partner. SaveTheStorks.org. Become a monthly partner. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, I put out 3 videos a day, so make sure you go to the playlist that says new video and watch more videos. Subscribe to this channel. Let's go, baby.